Today's episode of BIFA TV is sponsored by CNS. Streamline your cross-border operations, consolidate movements, and manage tasks efficiently in one place.
Good morning and welcome back to BIFA TV, your daily dose of industry information. Today we have not one, but two members of our policy team here today to talk about BIFA's engagement with Companies House. So Robert, Pawel, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
That's fine.
Robert, I will start with you. Can you start off by telling us the sort of issues that members have been experiencing with previous information that's being held currently on Companies House?
Yes. Up to a point, previously, Companies House had been receiving and, shall we say, recording information that they had, but without any real checks. They were just taking the data. Now they've got a different approach and they're becoming more of a gatekeeper, shall we say. And the problems people have had, and it sort of relates to other issues that we've had, is, if you like, fraudulent companies. And these are both established and non-established in the United Kingdom. And basically what we're hoping is what Companies House and what we're engaging them with will improve the quality of the data, and therefore the reliance members can place on it.
Sure. So I understand there's some legislation as well that's recently been passed that we hope will improve matters for our members.
Yes, this sort of encapsulates our previous concerns. It's called the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Act. It's abbreviated to the ECCTA, which is rather more manageable. And basically that is an important piece of legislation, and members will actually find that they're going to have to do something different as well.
Sure. And Pawel, can you share how BIFA is engaging with Companies House and to bring their concerns to the agency?
Very actively, actually. We've already held a couple of meetings, one earlier this year and one relatively recently, only about a month ago, if not less than that. We've shared our concerns. We've shared the concerns of our membership. Our members, when they think about Companies House, they often go to check records to ensure that their customers, or to check whether their customers are established.
Sure.
We share their concerns, explain where we look for information and clarity. And I think they understand it now. It's not easy to understand our line of trade in many ways. What is important to understand, though, Natalie, is that this is going to be a long-term project.
Sure.
So there's that's why we've agreed to meet on a quarterly basis, which I think is just about right. It will allow us to gather information, but at the same time, we'll share that information. We'll share our concerns in between the meetings with Companies House. It's an open engagement with quarterly meetings. And what we're going to do as well is obviously inform our members on how to move forward. But what is important at the moment is that our members report non-compliant behaviour, because Companies House are very interested to hear from us, and we can tell you that they do act upon reports they receive. We've seen action taken against fraudulent, non-compliant businesses over the last few months and even over the last few days. So it's important that we don't just wait.
Sure.
We act. We know how to do it. Hopefully we'll share more guidance with members over the coming weeks. But that's really what's important. We don't just sit back and wait for something to happen. We need to actively cooperate with Companies House to make the record, the general sort of picture, clearer and more reliable.
Pawel and Robert, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Okay, thank you very much indeed for your time.
As always, we will share further developments on this topic in due course. That's all for today's episode of BIFA TV, your daily dose of industry information.
Today's episode of BIFA TV is sponsored by CNS. Streamline your cross-border operations, consolidate movements, and manage tasks efficiently in one place.